Unfortunately, since the last paint scheme review video, I think I had the worst weekend of my entire life. It all started on Friday when I received a call from the apartment building I was supposed to move into in 6 days, saying that I would no longer be able to move in due to damage caused by Hurricane Milton. After I got home from trying to find a new place to live, I unfortunately had to say goodbye to my childhood dog and my best friend of 18 years, Molly. Needless to say, that really fucking sucked, but I appreciate everybody's very kind words. What actually may be the worst news of all, though, is I had to get a haircut. But anyway, I'm sure you guys don't want to keep hearing my sob story because this weekend is the 34th race of the NASCAR season at Homestead, and I will be in attendance. So enough of the mumbo jumbo. There's a job that needs to be done. There's paint schemes to review. Let's go. Now, before I really get into this, let me first say I'm incredibly disappointed with the Cup Series this week. Every single day on Twitter, it's been nothing but banger after banger of paint schemes for the Xfinity Series. But I pull up the paint scheme preview on NASCAR.com today, and the Cup Series is completely lacking. This might be the toughest Big Baby Scumbag Paint Scheme of the Week award to give out because I don't think anybody deserves it. Anyway, here's Ross Chastain. I find it completely hilarious that when Kubota sponsors Daniel Suarez, they put tacos and burritos all over the car, but when they sponsor Ross Chastain, it's watermelons and tractors. It does make more sense, though, considering they are a tractor company, not a burrito company. 10. Syndrome, I really appreciate the whole breast cancer awareness thing, but quite frankly, these Freightliner schemes aren't that great. Just like you. 7. Austin Dillon hit the wall so hard at Vegas on Sunday, I bet you it gave him another one of those stupid little bald spots. I know I'm not the only one to notice that. 9. Here's the thing with this. I know it's supposed to look cool and I'm supposed to like it, but it just reminds me too much of a kid playing around on Photoshop in his 8th grade art class. 6. Glaze on. 10. Every time I see this car, I get a little disappointed because my brain tells me that it should be a convertible like from those commercials they did. 10. Now, when Corey LaJoy was in this car, I really understood the Chili sponsorship because I bet you Corey can get down and dirty with some margaritas. But Justin Haley's still going to have to get his ID checked when he's 67 years old. Justin Haley just looks like one of those guys that you have to worry every single time you go out drinking because there's like a 90% chance he's going to get hassled that he has a fake ID because he looks like he's 10 years old. So then you have to come up with some bogus story about how, oh no, it's okay, this is my son, and it's just not worth it, you know? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe Chili's is the perfect sponsorship for Justin Haley. At least if you guys go out to Chili's and he gets his ID taken away, he can still order a thing of chicken tenders and you can continue to get absolutely shit-faced. Brilliant marketing. 6. I have to give all credit to the following joke to Traffic Paradise on Twitter. Kyle, Bobby Allison won a race in 2024 before you did. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. 8. Chase, I gotta give you credit. You floated under the radar all the way to the round of 8. Unfortunately for you, it's time for the big dogs to eat and the chihuahuas to go home. 7. This car reminds me of only one thing right now. There is an E. coli outbreak in quarter pounders right now. So if you've had a quarter pounder lately, first of all, you're an idiot. That's not even the best burger at McDonald's. And you should be going to Wendy's anyway. And secondly, I guess it's time to go get checked out. I have no idea what E. coli is or what it does, but it sounds like something you probably don't want to have. Next time, just get a Big Mac. 9. I know Denny's like 30 points out of the championship 4 right now, but it would be just like Denny to come up clutch in this round and then fail miserably at Phoenix. He's going to be in the Final 4, and I can guarantee his car will be ugly, just like this. 4. I'm sure right now if you're a Ryan Blaney fan, you're probably a little bit worried that he's not even going to get an opportunity to defend his 2023 championship. But I have good news. Worry no longer because recently I have become a psychic on Twitter. If you guys haven't been following along with that, I'll explain it later. But let me just say, Ryan Blaney is winning at Homestead, and here's why. I pumped gas in my work truck today, and the pump stopped at exactly 13 gallons. You're probably asking yourself, what the hell's that got to do with anything? Well, I kind of was too, but you can't ignore the signs. Sometimes they're hard to figure out. So it took me a little bit, but I have deciphered it, and here it is. That number 13 means that a driver is going to win their 13th race of their career. So I went through each series, seeing which current driver has 12 career wins. The only one that does, Ryan Blaney. Who ran very well at Homestead last year? Ryan Blaney. Don't ignore the signs. 9. Chase Bisquick has unfortunately reverted back to running like he's racing for a team that's closing at the end of the year. 10. Meat and bone is what's going to happen if I get tickets to this Sabrina Carpenter concert tomorrow in Orlando and she sings Juno to me. 8. Ty Norris leaves Trackhouse, goes to Colleague, and 3 weeks later, Worldwide Express is on a Colleague car. Justin, you better ask Busch Light for some more money. 7. Mr. Busher. This message goes out to Elijah. You better be looking for me at Homestead. 10. There are now 4 races left in Martin Truex's Cup Series career, and he's running this throwback to himself. What a conceited prick. 8. Christopher Bell should be eliminated from the playoffs immediately due to just how extremely ugly this race car is. 0. Harrison Burton's win at Daytona is definitely going to be a trivia question in like 4 to 5 years. 8. That's exactly how Joey was laughing after he pulled off a ridiculous fuel strategy race again to lock himself into the Final Four. From 15th in points to the championship 4. This playoff format is a joke. 5. Again, let me remind you, quarter pounders have E. coli. Go to Wendy's. Sorry, Bubba. 8. Now, Willie B., we all know you fumbled the bag with Blaney's sister, but I will say there's probably a 0% chance that you fumble the bag with a championship 4 appearance. So good for you. 7. Daniel, I understand that you're upset Ty Dillon is taking your ride, but you wrecked Austin, not Ty. If you want to wreck Ty, you're going to have to go to the bumper cars at your local fair because that's the only race car he's allowed to drive right now. Be better. 6. It would be diabolical if Spire got Pilot Flying J to sponsor Michael McDowell next year. I need that. 10. Todd Gilliland got his Twitter hacked the other day. And not like when a celebrity says they got their Twitter hacked just because they accidentally posted their entire search history and it was completely disgusting. He actually got his Twitter hacked. It's back now, though. By the way, that concept art by Steven Merzlack on Twitter, much better than this. 8. It's so sad to see Ryan Preece ending out the season running paint schemes that are just nowhere near as good as what he's been running all year long. Please find a ride next year. 8. We may or may not be going to Homestead solely because of John Hunter Nemechek. My fiance, super excited. Me, on the other hand, I still think he's a dick. But we'll find out. 0. Eric Jones, I appreciate the breast cancer awareness, but you're paired in with the other guy. 0. So like I was saying earlier, I've officially become a psychic. I say that because I tweeted this out the day before the race saying that Reddick was either going to flip or win due to the upside down 45 on the $5 bill I got in change from Kirkland's. Obviously, we know he flipped. No one else on planet Earth could have predicted that. And with that, the beef is officially over. 10. I also predicted Ricky Stenhouse's win 2 weeks ago at Talladega with this tweet. The NBA is back this week, and this car reminds me of Kobe Bryant, minus the helicopter crash. 7. Eli! After an intense thinking session trying to figure out what I should do about Hendrick not posting Bowman's paint scheme on NASCAR.com last week, I've decided that Bowman, he's been through enough. He threw his phone in the pool and it called 911. So I'm giving him a 10 for last week, and this week, 10. Corey LaJoy, 7. Ty Gibbs will never win a race. 6. The 66 car is running again this week, this time with Chad Fincham. The bad news for them, the only green light I know is SS green light. 7. Zane, I gotta say, I'm slightly disappointed in you. You're bringing a teal car to Homestead. You could have done so much more with this. 7. We need to retire this one next year. All right? 6. Crocodile. I know this is supposed to look different, but it just doesn't. 7. And the Big Baby's Comeback Paints of the Week goes to
Money in my face,
What?
hoes in my face,
What?
pocket full of money, I ain't running out of space.
What?
Mama said, baby, you done came a long way.
Woo.
Still eating ramen noodles, bitch, I like the taste. Dale Earnhardt, nigga, do you wanna race?
What?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, bitch, I look great.
Woo.
Daytona 500, high speed chase.